Well, this is Max Schmeling and Joe Louis. I was telling you that when they had everybody knows Schmeling beat Louis the first time. The second time around, Joe Louis knocked him out pretty quick in the fight. This one here is from Fort Myers, night of the heavyweight. A bunch of heavyweights fought. Rick Parker, promoter to the show in '93 at the Manatee Civic Center. I fought a guy named Danny Sutton out of South Carolina. I KO'd him in the third round. This here is a picture of my son's a painter. Besides being a fighter, he's a 7-time state champion. He's a good painter. He painted that picture there. This here is Ali. My first time I met him in '86 at Atlanta, Georgia, at Tim Witherspoon's training camp with Tim Witherspoon fighting Tony Tubbs for the world title in Omni in Atlanta. Ali was there, and I got a picture with him. This here is a fight that never happened. You know, everyone wanted to see what Ali would do against Tyson. My pick would be Ali. I think Ali would give Tyson would school him, would give him outsmart him and take him out. This here is a fight I did my last fight in China, Macau, China. Ali was there to draw attention for us. He didn't fight, of course. This is '94, and the last fight I had in my career. It was in Macau, China. It was a great trip. Went to 4 cities right there: Macau, Hong Kong, Zhuhai, Guangzhou. Ali was there, and I fought David Bay rematch. I beat him up for 9 rounds. But by the 9th round, I couldn't stand up anymore. My leg was shot. I ripped my Achilles tendon running the bridge over there. I was 39 years old trying to get with them young guys. I tore my tendon, and by the 9th round, I couldn't stand up anymore. And he knocked me down enough that they stopped the fight. I lost that fight. Kind of a bummer. And this here is Addison McGilla Rodriguez, South American champion I fought in Brazil. I fought him. I thought I beat him. I went 10 rounds with him in Brazil. But like I said, there's a lot of politics. You go to another country or someone's home city, you better knock them out or you're not going to get the win. That's the bottom line. And this here, I said, was Robar. Sarasota, '92. A lot of people in Sarasota see me fight David Bay 10 rounds. I outboxed the shit out of him. They give me a draw. I couldn't believe they gave me a draw. I outboxed him. That's me and Hagler, me and Ali in China. Me and the South American champion. Of course, this is a famous fight with Thriller Manila with Ali and Joe Frazier. Besides having Ali, 3 autographs of Ali, I got Smoking Joe Frazier's autograph, Ken Norton's autograph, George Chuvalo's autograph, and Ernie Shaver's autograph. 4 of his opponents, I got their autographs. This here was that fight I was talking about in Atlanta, Georgia, when Tubbs fought Witherspoon. That time I met Tim Witherspoon, got his autograph. I was training with Tim Witherspoon, doing pretty good, I have to say, too. This here, of course, is 3 great fighters: Tommy the Hitman Hearns, Lexus Arguello, and Marvelous Marvin Hagler. I got to meet Marvin and spent some time with him in his gym in Brockton, Massachusetts when I fought in the Garden. I went to Brockton with some friends. We met Marvin. Marvin was a really good guy. Got some nice pictures. And these here is me and Floyd Patterson. We took the Colony Beach and Tennis Resort on Longboat Key for dinner back in the '90s. We were trying to get him moved down with his boy, but he had too much going on in New York at the time. This here is old Angelo Dundee, who passed away, Ali's trainer, and former world champion Pinklon Thomas at the Hall of Fame in Tampa. We have a Hall of Fame now in Tampa, in Florida, and it's doing pretty good. We got quite a turnout every year for the Hall of Fame. I was inducted in 2017 for what I've done in boxing. Do a few main events like I've done and fought some people to get in there, but I got in there finally. And what else I got here? And this here, of course, is 1964, Ali's first fight, predicting what round. You know, Ali had a reputation of predicting what round he'd take people out. And he took Listen how big time the rematch. He stopped him in the first round. Listen, I think, took a dive. I really do. I don't think that would square up. You watch the fight, it looks pretty suspicious.
Donovan Razor Ruddock, tell us about that fight, that victory you had, and what it was like.
Yeah, this is that boxing card I was showing you, Razor Ruddock. Razor was rated number 9 in the world at the time. He come off good wins, a couple of big wins over Michael Dokes and Bone Crusher Smith. They called me to go to Nova Scotia, so I'd be a tune-up for him. Well, he unfortunately ended up to me. So I went out there and boxed him for 5 rounds. Took a standing 8 in the 4th round, but by the 5th round, I could feel his punches losing steam. And I thought to myself, geez, I haven't even turned it on yet. So I turned it on and can Google that fight. It's on the internet. Dave Jaco versus Razor Ruddock. So I turned on in 6 and 7, beat him up so bad that when he collapsed on In the 7th, I buckled legs a couple times in the round on the road. When the bell rang, he clapped down and still looked across the ring, said, "No mas, no mas." He wouldn't come out for the 8th round. So won his 8th round knockout. But I beat old Razor Ruddock. That was a good one, my best win. It opened a lot of doors for me. A lot of fights all over the world for that. After beating Razor, people looking to get a win on it for their fighter. But boxing has been really wonderful for me. I wish it's like any business. If you had the wrong people manage you, you never make a big payday. I never made no, I work like everybody else. I do. I rent this house off this guy Jim lives here. He got Island Limousine in Sarasota here, and I've been doing limo work for him, taking people off and back and forth to the Keys and Islands, around Sarasota, Bradenton. Because I never made enough money to retire. I'm still working my butt off. But
tell us about your ring.
My ring, I got inducted 2017. We started 2009. We started Florida Boxing Hall of Fame for all the fighters from Florida that come out of Florida. A lot of fighters did. So I got inducted 2017 for my contribution to boxing. I ended up fighting 10 former world champions and many contenders. The list goes, they say boxers don't have good memories. Listen to this list. I fought Iron Mike Tyson, Big George Foreman, Buster Douglas, Mike Weaver, Tony Tucker, Oliver McCall, Tommy the Duke Morrison, Pierre Coulter, South African champion, Gary Mason, Smoking Burt Cooper, Mike the Bounty Hunter, David Bay, Alexander Zokin, Big Rush out of Columbus, Ohio, Carla Tooth Williams, Addison McGill Rodriguez, South American champion, and like you know, I beat Razor already. The first guy I beat Razor. So I fought a lot of people, right? And I thank God I'm in good shape as I am. I took a lot of fights. They took advantage of me all the time, calling me week to days. You know, they called me on Tommy Morrison, Tommy the Duke Morrison. On Wednesday, called me Monday night. I fought him the next night in Jacksonville, Florida on Tuesday. You don't want to watch. I kind of stopped in the first round, but you got to expect it. You only get out of something what you put into it. One day is not enough to train. That's for sure.
Tell us about the Tyson fight.
Well, Mike Tyson at the time was on the way up. He was 15-0. They called me about fighting him. Matchmaker named Peyton Shear from Kansas City called me, said, "Need somebody to fight him." That time I was raising my twins by myself on Siesta Key, Adam and Aaron, and run a gym down in Sarasota. So I accepted it. And I went up there, and like I do all the time, I went straight out with him, started mixing with him, but boom, I got knocked down the floor and started fighting some more. Got knocked down again. The bell rang. I think this guy got to do something. I walked the corner, Rico goes to ask my circle. "Nice fight, Mr. Jaco." I go, "Wait till I goes 3 knockdown ruin in Florida and in New York." I go, "I fought him in Albany." I said, "I only been down twice." So, "No, you've been down 3 times." Why I'm arguing with the referee about how many times I've been down. Got in the corner with Dave. "You were down 3 times." So I lost the fight, but I gave it my best. What can I say? I've always given it my best. That's what promoters like about me when I got so many opportunities of fighting people. Was I never a quitter. I never got 9 count out, 10 on the floor. I either got stopped on 3 knockdown rule or a bad cut or something because I never quit, man. I always had a will to. I mean, between Mike Tyson and George Foreman, first round action, no 3 knockdown rule in California. I fought George in Bakerfield. Between Tyson and Foreman, I climbed off the canvas 8 times. 3 times for Tyson in the first round, 5 times for Foreman in the first round. You know how Foreman hits? I don't remember going down 5 times, but they told me what happened was the 5th time I went down, the referee walked over the corner, asked my buddy, who's a friend of mine, didn't know anything about boxing, what he wanted to do, like he's my manager. He was shaking like a leaf fearing for my life. So he looked at this black guy that's helping him out in the corner that's putting a stew in for him. He's from George Foreman's corner. He goes, "What should I do?" And the guy's got a towel on his shoulder. I know what he's thinking. Man, this Jaco guy can take a punch. He can hit too, because I fired George up a couple times in the fight. He threw the towel in from my corner on me. From my corner. One of George Foreman's guys threw the towel in on me. From my corner. And I tell you, there's a lot of politics in boxing. That's the only show about boxing, to the room boxing. People love it. As far as this other type of stuff, MMA or UFC, I don't like it. It's just a legal street fight, and it shows all those people are going for entertainment. I don't think it's an art of any sport. It's just a good street fight, you know. And I think boxing is more of a skill, like Ali proved. It's a skill how to go out there and outbox somebody.